Down to the Final Four, of course. It's officially set for the NCAA men's basketball tournament.
And while this year hasn't seen a ton of madness, I guess it depends on your definition of madness, there is still some history to be made with these four teams. So once again, we're bringing in Jack Linehan for another Jacktology, deeper dive into the final contenders for the national championship in your khakis.
Yeah, in my Kornacki khakis. Kim and Tom, it's an interesting group this year. We've got two huge favorites, one surprise contender, and then, of course, a Cinderella team. So let's take a look back. Let's ask, well, how did we get here? We start in the East with the defending champions. The UConn Huskies, they got here by absolutely dominating everyone they played. They won 4 games by an average of nearly 28 points. Won a rematch of last year's national championship game against San Diego State in the Sweet 16, but the cherry on top, their Elite 8 game against Illinois. They were tied 23 apiece late in the first half, and then the Huskies scored 30 unanswered points. There is a reason they're the favorites to win it all again. This team is scary good. Out of the Midwest comes our other number 1 seed, Purdue. And after becoming the second 1 seed to ever lose to a 16 seed last year, this year the Boilermakers are exacting their revenge. They took care of business just like you're supposed to as a 1 seed. That Penn will work. And including a tough battle in the Elite 8 against Tennessee. 40 points from their star Zach Edey, just enough to clinch their first Final Four since 1980. But hey, not all 1 seeds survive, like North Carolina, for example. That's because of Alabama right here. The Crimson Tide, they got through a Cinderella contender in Grand Canyon over here, and then they took down the Tar Heels in the Sweet 16. In the Elite 8, we got a matchup of Alabama and Clemson. That's something you usually only see on the football field. But Alabama prevailed, and now they're playing in their first Final Four in school history. But I am saving the best for last. It is the NC State Wolfpack. They are the 6th 11 seed to ever make the Final Four. And their run this year is arguably the most improbable. For starters, they weren't even supposed to be here. They had to win 5 games in 5 days to win the ACC tournament and even get a bid. From there, they upset Texas Tech. They take down the tournament darlings, number 14 Oakland, and they beat a strong number 2 seed in Marquette. Finish it off by defeating their in-state rival, number 4 Duke. 9 straight elimination games that they've won their first Final Four trip since 1983, the year they won it all behind the magic of head coach Jim Valvano. Now, it's often the case that there's one player on a Cinderella team that America falls in love with, and this year it's this man right here, DJ Burns Jr. He's 6'9", 275 pounds, and a whole lot of fun. He's the heart and soul of this Wolfpack team, and he's a really good player to boot. I love watching him, and so does Nikola Jokic. Jacob Toby's got more on that coming up at 5 o'clock. But for all we've said about the men's tournament, the women's tournament is the real draw, and they're playing tonight in the Elite 8. We've got huge matchups. Iowa's Caitlin Clark, LSU's Angel Reese, a rematch of last year's national title, and then UConn Paige Beckers and USC Juju Watkins.
And that's the thing, because the men's tournament, you look at it, that matchup with Purdue and NC State, the stars of the tournament have been Zach Edey and DJ Burns to this point, but they're stars throughout the women's tournament. They have really taken over.
This is the year that the women's tournament really has the bigger names than the men's tournament. I mean, UConn's the favorite to win it all, and we were talking about it during the break. We can't really name any of the players. They're just a good team with a good coach, Dan Hurley, but they don't have the star power that many of the teams in the women's tournament do have.
Haven't needed it. They've been great. They've been playing great. Jacketology. We'll see how it goes this weekend.
Bravo.
See it.
Good to see you. Thanks.